Next up, Valentine Leone catches up with singer-songwriter Lisa Loeb. Her career spans categories from music to television and now education. Valentine finds out more.
We're here at the offices of the Manhattan New Music Project, where we're about to get an inside look into the organization's newest endeavor.
It was 1994 when Lisa Loeb took the music industry by storm by becoming the first unsigned artist to have a #1 song on the Billboard charts with her hit single, Stay.
And I thought what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, I missed you.
So after having a successful music career, a reality television series, and even some roles in motion pictures, what is Lisa Loeb up to these days? Well, the singer-songwriter is turning her attention to a different type of audience and sharing her talents and success with future aspiring hopefuls. We had a chance to sit down with the creators of this project and get an inside look on how it all came to be.
So I think initially it would be great to start off by bringing in other female singer-songwriters that are recognizable, that can be positive role models.
I just met Lisa Loeb this morning. I was working, teaching songwriting to a first grade class, and she came in and observed, and it's been really nice. We had a great time. I taught my class. She seemed to enjoy it. She was very respectful. We talked about on the subway ride back about the teaching process, and it's been really lovely so far.
Selfishly, I want to learn how to be a better teacher, because I think songwriting is an amazing thing to be able to do, and I think it's a great way of expressing yourselves, and I'd love to be able to teach other people how to do that. But I also hope that the kids who are learning songwriting can learn a tool that they can take with them. They don't have to be famous musicians when they grow up. They don't have to be professional musicians, but I think it's a really good tool to express yourself.
Lisa's next assignment was coming up with a curriculum and prepping herself on how she was going to approach her new role with children.
But now I also noticed what you did was set it up so that you're definitely the teacher, and there's like a speaking and listening thing.
Yeah.
Which, when I'm working with older people, it's not an issue. And when I speak to kids, usually I'm not teaching them, I'm just doing sort of the first part of the intro, like you said, like, hi, blah, 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 let me tell you about myself, and how it relates to them in their world, like, did I take music classes when I was little? So now you, with the younger kids, you had it set up so they had to raise their hand, obviously, to speak. Are there any clues or things that I should say before we get started, or should I just wait to see how things go? And if things get out of hand, then say, raise your hand, speak. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a way to establish that? In the meeting, we really reviewed the best way to let the kids know that I'm teaching, but at the same time, listen to them and see what stories they have to tell. So hopefully I'll get to know them a little bit, and they'll get to know me a little bit, and then they'll learn a little bit about the structure of a song and how to write a song. It also showed me the types of questions I can ask and the kind of information I can get from them to help them be a part of the songwriting process and write a song. And maybe they can even take that process on their own and continue to write songs on their own.
From the offices of Manhattan to PS 24 in Brooklyn, New York, where Lisa is about to take on a brand new challenge in her career, becoming a teacher. On the other side of this door awaits an anxious group of fourth graders ready to begin their first lesson in songwriting.
This kind of work really gives children, specifically girls, a sense of their own significance. And in our community and in this society, that's not always available. So to provide that moment, that experience, that will stay with them for the rest of their lives.
The arts and the music evolve from our meetings together, because it gets kind of tiresome and boring for kids to talk about their emotions and their behavior all the time. So I started to think of ways. I'm an artist myself, so I know that the arts allow you to really go deeper into yourself in a different way.
All right, so this is where it's all going to take place. So Lisa, are you nervous?
A little nervous. Well, now that you asked me. Yeah, it's always interesting to write a song in a day. So that on top of working with a new group of kids that I haven't met before, Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
And how many students are going to be in the class, do you know?
I think there's 16 students who are going to be here, and hopefully we'll all work together for most of it, and parts of it, hopefully we'll have a chance to break up into smaller groups as well. Where the earth doesn't shake, and if the earth won't be still, then I will. And my friends can be my family, yeah, they can be my company, and I'll take them to a party and we'll have fun. Can you tell me if I'm near to anywhere but here?
These fourth graders spent the early morning coming up with the story for their song and then moved on to creating the lyrics. After all was said and done, the moment of truth had arrived, and the children were ready to officially release their new hit single titled Just Like You.
Hello, can you help me? I'm down here, don't ignore me. Hello, I'm not invisible. I'm a human being just like you.
The documentary of the entire songwriting project, featuring Lisa and all the children, will be screening at the Sundays in the City Film Festival in Tribeca Cinemas on March 2nd. It'll also be available after that on Time Warner's Local On Demand. For On the Beat, I'm Valentine Leone.
Hello, can you help me? I'm down